Hey everyone, I'm back again with another r/Surviving Infidelity, and this one is titled, I found out my wife cheated and daughters knew about it. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Let's get right into it. Throwaway account because I don't want to create one and leave traces on the computer. Long story, but I need to write all of it somewhere. Sorry for ranting like that. I found out my wife cheated on me a few years ago. Wife never gave me any suspicious behavior. We've always been a strong couple, married for 25 years and have 3 daughters. Or at least I thought. Or did I find out? One day I received a message from a woman telling me her soon-to-be husband confessed that he cheated with a senior colleague at work. He came clean and gave the name of the woman, so she did a little bit of digging and found me. She thought I deserved to know the truth. I don't know if she did that to get back at my wife or genuinely thought I deserved to know, but that's not important. Obviously, I didn't believe her at the beginning, but as she gave me more details about the affair, the dates, duration, name of co-workers who knew, etc., so it does appear to be true. The guys gave her all the details. Hotel name, even the address of my goddamn house as she invited him, her phone number, and so on. So yeah, at some point I had to face the truth. The guy was 21 at the time, a kid. Still can't believe she slept with a kid. It happened when I was on a business trip. Classic. When I put things together, I realized that she probably planned this as my business trip was scheduled months in advance. I find it odd to believe that it's a coincidence that she suddenly cheated the same period of time while I was away. Wife is dead to me. I'm ready to divorce her, so I'm just preparing it, financials, etc. One of my good friends faced the same issue, so she advised not to confront my wife as she may go nuclear if she's cornered. I don't think she will, but who knows? I thought I knew her, turns out I don't. It's been hard to see her every day acting like nothing happened. She's planning our next holiday, talking about going to visit our daughters. Our eldest works in a different city, and the second one is in college. The youngest is finishing high school. She's like a flatmate now. I just don't feel anything. I'm a ghost living in our house. I wake up at 5, go to the gym, go to work, I have my own business, come back around 7 p.m. and just do my own stuff. I kind of think a wife is feeling something is weird, but I don't really care. What hurt the most, and that's where I need advice, is that my daughters knew about the affair. The soon-to-be husband told his girl that my daughter walked in on them while they were kissing in our living room. Wife thought she would be at school all day. Apparently, she managed to calm down daughter and explain the situation. Not sure what happened, but daughter never told me anything, so I'm not sure what wife told her to keep the secret. Knowing how close she is with her 2 sisters, I'm 100% convinced she shared the secret with them, and the 3 of them probably decided to keep it quiet. That's probably why I feel so detached. I believe I was, still am, a good father. I worked really hard on my business to make sure to get the best of everything. I put them first in any decision about my business to make sure I can provide, send them to college free of debts, to give them the best start in their working life. I try to be there at every step of their life, basically what any father would do. We had our ups and downs and obviously nothing major. They are my baby girls and I always saw them as my little princesses. So knowing that they knew really sting. Part of me thinks they didn't tell me because they were scared of destroying the family. I understand that, but still, I have this anger inside me and it keeps growing. We have a WhatsApp group chat, and when I see them asking for advice, asking for help, for a deposit, for a flat, and so on, I just feel like screaming and confronting all of them. But I know it won't solve anything. It will just be a 10-second happy feeling for me, and then it will go back to sting. Another part of me just wants to leave, close my bank account, and just leave the house. Cut ties with all of them and just leave without a word. My good friend advised against that because Allah doesn't take this kindly. But really, I can't say that this option is not growing on me. I don't even want to talk. I don't want to understand their point of view. I want to leave and go somewhere like Thailand. Stay on a beach for a few months, and maybe one day I'll feel ready to listen, or maybe I won't. I don't want to hear about how sorry they are, how they regret they didn't tell me. They had 3 years. For 3 years, they looked at me in the eyes and didn't say a thing. I really don't know how they managed to keep a poker face like nothing happened and still behave as usual. I feel like the four of them are master manipulators, and this anger inside me is not going away. What would you guys do if you were me? Reconciliation with the wife is out of the question. She repulses me, and the fact that she behaves like a loving wife just adds to the fire inside me. I'm glad my friend helped me and talked to me about her experience, so I managed to see this from an outside point of view. Where I need advice is about my daughters. As I said, part of me just wants to talk, another part just feels like they don't deserve a chance to come clean now. It's too late. I'm just so lost. Thanks for reading all of that. It took me forever to put that on paper, but somehow it does feel good. And the first advice says, you aren't entirely sure your daughter has told her sisters about what happened. I personally don't think I would tell my siblings what I saw because I wouldn't want to ruin their perceptions of the family. I agree with others that say you should hear their sides of the story first. Also, when the truth does come out and if the other daughters don't know about the cheating, then you would have to make sure that you are there for them. As painful as this process has been for you, it will also be incredibly painful for the other daughters to find out about the cheating and the divorce, if they don't know already. And the second advice says, first of all, go see a doctor and get tested. You have no idea how many times this has happened. Second, you have every right to be angry about the fact your daughters might know. You have a lot of anecdotal information right now, and it would be good to sit down with them and let everyone have their say. The important thing is to be genuine. They were put in an SE situation, and my money is on them being remorseful. How you handle yourself through this next phase of your life will ultimately determine how they view you. Been there, I feel for you. And the third advice says, yeah, you're making a huge mistake assuming that your daughter was complicit in your wife's affair. You're making stuff up in your mind and attributing behavior and motivation to her that probably didn't happen. When I was 14, I caught my father walking out of a bedroom where I knew another woman, not my mom, was buckling his pants. He gave me some BS excuse. I never told my mom. Why? Because I was a effing kid and these were my parents. I didn't know what to do. My 14-year-old brain was not capable of dealing with this, and I honestly repressed it. And I also didn't tell my siblings at the time. I did years later. But I hated my father after that forever. You have no idea what your daughter saw or didn't see, what she was told, or who she did or didn't tell about it. So don't make stuff up and attribute things to her behavior which are likely false. She is as much of a victim as you are, maybe more. Imagine for a second what's going through her head. No kid should be exposed to a parent in that situation. Your wife deserves what she's getting, but your daughters don't. There is no conspiracy of your daughters siding with your wife against you. That's your paranoia. You have no idea if the older two even know about anything. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment below and let me know if there's any other subreddits you guys would like me to make videos on, and also like the video and please subscribe.